How'd you get the nickname Money? Chad Money Mendes. Where'd that come from?
So my very first practice, so I told you I moved up there and I unloaded all my stuff that day after I graduated in Faber's house. And then that next day is when I jumped back or jumped right into pro practice. And that first day just happened to be pro MMA sparring. And it's like I've never done that before, Obviously wrestling background. Before I went to left Cal Poly, I was like trying to do a little bit of mitt work with a couple buddies there at Liddell's gym and stuff, but I mean, really didn't know what I was doing. And so these guys put this headgear on me, these big old 16-ounce gloves and shin guards. I'm just like, I feel like an idiot, and so I jump in, and these guys are all trying to take my head off. And I mean, really, all I knew how to do was blast double leg people. So anybody that would get close to me and start swinging, I would just blast them off their feet. And I went through the whole practice. And after practice, there was a couple of places right downtown Sacramento we'd always go to for breakfast or lunch. And so the whole team was, showered. We're walking down there, and everyone's like, "Dude, like, Chad, your shot is money. Like that
Nice.
takedown is money." And Faber's like, "Dude, I got your nickname, the money shot." And I'm like, "Dude, no, like, you can't call me money shot." He's like, "Nope, it's sticking." And so the whole team started calling me Money Shot Mendez. And obviously, you guys know what a money shot is. And so that was actually my nickname for my first like four fights. And they would even announce it and everything. I'm like, yeah, dang it.
That's hilarious.
And I signed a big deal with Pepsi. And they're like, yeah, no, you can't have that nickname. This is a family company. Like, and so they dropped the shot and it just became Money, Chad Money Mendez.
Dude, that's so good. I'm so glad I asked that. I had no idea. Money shot. That's hilarious. All right, friends, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Radical Health Radio. We got a fresh new podcast for you every Wednesday. If you enjoyed the show, consider liking, subscribing, reviewing, and rating us on your podcast platform. It helps to spread this message of radical health. We'll see you next week.